Hello and welcome. I'm Jale. This is going to be your general collective reading for today. If you're watching this later, please do fast forward on to the 5-minute mark because this is probably going to be when the reading starts. Welcome, Kate. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed. Thank you so much. I'm going to actually turn on chat on my phone so I don't keep looking around for chat because I'm sure that's really distracting. Turning the volume down. Holla, you're right, Kate. How's it going, Luke? Hope you're doing well. Even though me and Luke have just been chatting about 3 seconds ago. Thank you for the like. Welcome, everyone. Hello, and I hope you're all doing very well. It's been a lovely day today here. I've been eating Snickers brownies. Shout out Jamie and Luke. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Stacey. You need to get out more. Hang on, I can't. I feel you, girl. I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. We've got one more day left until this full moon. One more day until the full moon, guys. My guide has just said it's going to be an interesting one. Yeah. I'm just laughing at chat. For anyone watching later, I'm just laughing at chat. Guys, can I just say I'm a little bit fuming that McDonald's has started opening up in London. Why do we always talk about food? Literally, they're nowhere near me though. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed that like I really miss. I know. Yeah, but you've got a chef in your house. You can have your Luke will sort you out, I'm sure. I really want like I know, but it's like I still can't get over. They shut all. In case you're watching from another country, they shut every single McDonald's in this country. Has it really? 2-hour queue for KFC. See, I'm not going to lie, I actually had a KFC a couple of months ago and I was fuming because it wasn't very good. And so that stuck. And then obviously I went veggie because the idea of meat made me feel literally not great. But I could do with a filet of fish from McDonald's if I'm being really honest with you. But how funny we always talk about food. By the way, I'm shuffling the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco, the Oracle cards that I'm going to be utilising first off. If you've just joined us, welcome. This is going to be a general collective live reading. Let's just, obviously see what energies are coming up here. We do have a full moon tomorrow on the 7th, which will be moon in Scorpio. It will currently be opposing the sun. We currently have Mercury conjunct the sun, as well as Uranus in Taurus opposing the moon, or because we currently have moon in Scorpio at this present moment. Hello, Joanna, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes until see who else comes in, and we'll begin. So we've had a really nice day weather-wise here. I've been eating Snickers flapjacks all day. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. I hope you guys are all sort of getting used to your routine. I know, Snickers. I know how funny they even tweeted me because I ended up putting a tweet out thanking Jamie and Luke. They even ended up tweeting us earlier. To be honest with you, I ordered a box of fruit and veg, and I'm going to do a fruit smoothie after this because I need to make sure that I'm not just kind of eating rubbish, not that that's rubbish, but you know what I mean, like healthy. No, I've been doing a lot of my own kind of chakra healing in the last couple of days. Jamie, I hope you are feeling a little bit better. Thinking of you, mate. That was that's not cool. Jamie unfortunately had a little incident, and we're sending out obviously warm wishes for Jamie, because you know that's got to suck while everything's going on where your mobility's not great. So yeah, she had a little accident and chipped a bone in her ankle and tore some ligaments as well. So sending you our very best wishes there. Not fun at all, especially with a business to run and little ones. So thinking of you, Jamie, and thinking of everyone that's supporting the channel. Obviously, massive appreciation for you guys as well. Hope you're all staying safe. Right, let's see what oracle is going to come up here. Queen of the Moon Oracle. This is the deck by Stacey DeMarco. Let's see, what is it that we're able to understand, be told? What do we need to know here, please, Spirit? Okay, we've got acceptance going on here. This is kind of dual, this is a twofold process. Someone's not accepting their gifts and they're not accepting themselves. There's a frustration in the air here. They're talking here about someone reaching out to give help or support and someone feeling awkward about accepting that. This is about showing vulnerability. Acceptance of your weaknesses. We are obviously light and dark. We have strengths and weaknesses. None of us are superhuman. Even me. I'm joking. I'm kind of joking, but I'm also not. Okay, so I'm joking. We all have our weaknesses, and it's about understanding what they are and working with them so that we don't feel disempowered to move forward into something. Someone's having a real issue with accepting a limitation. I mean, obviously, remember what I said about the other, literally a couple of days ago, where if something is limiting us, there's something ready and waiting. Like, for example, last couple of days, I am not going to lie, there was a lot of energy that I was trying to recuperate, and I put a lot of time into my own kind of topping up my own healing, and it annoyed the life out of me, because usually if I'm sat down, I'm researching, I'm not, you know what I mean? And obviously I'm meditating, I'm topping up my own energy. But the fact that I was wiped out annoyed me. So, but I had to listen to my own advice and heed the information that I'd given myself, which was, there's a reason. Like, for example, I had all these video plans and I was sort of thinking, well, now what do I do? There's obviously a reason for it. Probably there's going to be more information that I'm going to need to know maybe before I put a video out. So it's all well and good kind of beating ourselves up, but what's the bigger picture here? What is the reasoning for it? You know, we can all sort of sit and beat ourselves up and sort of blame things, but what is the bigger reason for this? And at the moment, if you don't already know, don't be too hard on yourself, because you probably will at some point figure that out. At the moment, I'm assuming that whatever's, because you've got to remember, like, let's say for example, I'm topping my energy up, okay, and I'm getting frustrated because I can't do 1,000,000 miles an hour and I can't do 100 different things at the same time, because I've got Mars in Aries, I've got Mercury in Aries, and I've got an Aries Taurus Sun. I'm frustrated because I can't charge ahead, but then what's waiting for me? Is there going to be a little added extra waiting for me later? That means because I've topped my energy up, that's going to now assist me ready for the next thing. Because don't forget, spirit can see ahead of us, even me, you know, my guides, I rely on my guides. So if there's a reason, if you're being pulled back, there is a reason. There is a reason, and we've got to remember to flow with the universe. And don't get me wrong, I'm the first person to sit and fight through that because I'm stubborn. But sometimes I listen to my guides, and I will adhere to what is being expected of me, because I want to show willing. I want to show willing. Let's see what else. Wow, that flew. Okay, so we've got the hunger card here, and we've got another wolf. So we've now got, this is how many times? The third time. But look, the wolf is alone. In every other card, we had the wolf as a pair. The wolf is alone. And this is the masculine. This is the dark side. This is the masculine wolf, okay? The wolf again. The wolf will usually abscond from a pack to do its own thing for a very good reason. And someone is blocking me from getting this message, and I'm gonna keep going, because tough, you know. Someone is trying to block me from getting this message. No, that's not it. You're trying to give me false information. That's not it. That they're even, can you see that? I can't even talk. They're actually blocking my throat chakra now. Wow. Someone's putting the call out. No, you're not going to block my throat. Someone's putting the call out. What I want you to do, especially if you're in a twin situation, they're just saying, heed the call. Heed the call. There's something about this next couple of days where someone is trying to block me as well, and I'm sorry, but I'm still getting this message out. Someone is trying to, it's like someone's calling you to action. Someone is being called to action here. The masculine is calling the feminine to action. There's an acknowledgement here as well that there's a merger. It's like a merging of energy going on. So if it feels like it's like it's a preparation. It's like a preparation of. This to me feels very much like a clearing of the lower chakras as well. It's like sacral and solar plexus, where it's a primal urge. I can see it. There's like little distractions that are being put into people's places, and little blocks that are being placed, and it's like they're slowly removing these blocks. There's more messages. I can feel it. If you get an instinct to reach out to someone, or maybe you're just getting I feel like there's an instinctual energy here where something is calling you to act, or something is calling you to speak or do, then especially over the next couple of days, can you make sure you're looking into that? Because this is pure instinctual energy. It's like, it doesn't even have to be a vocalization of something. It could be a physical action, like maybe someone putting their hand out for something. But this is like a primal instinct that is being a call to action. There's a call to action. Call to action. Does the feminine respond? Now, can it be that the masculine part of you, the action part, is wanting something, and then the feminine part is just watching and then waiting? Yes, it doesn't have to be a literal kind of two people. It could be also within you. But what they're saying is that the masculine energy is calling something in, and the feminine is acting when it is right. When the time is right. I'm just hearing call to action. Wow. And then we've got fruition here. Harvest moon. Something is being harvested. This is like a manifestation. And as you can see, she's right in front of that full moon. And we've got a number 37 card here, which is number 1. Something is building up. There's an energetic frequency that's being woven. I don't know why I wanted to use that word, but I do. I mean, obviously, Scorpio's energy, moon energy, is very much like a spider, isn't it? I mean, if you're sometimes the animals that you can associate with Scorpio is a spider because of that darker element to it. But someone's weaving a web here, and it's not an entrapment or anything that's sinister. It's like a collage or it's like a kind of a geometric pattern. You know how usually you see a geometric pattern and it kind of evokes certain feelings or, you know, an energy? It's that something's being woven into existence, and it's not just the feminine and masculine within you or the feminine masculine twin. This is a mood. Look, the best way to describe it is just like, yeah. But I can hear music as well. And I'm going to be really honest with you. I'm getting all kinds of weird energy over in my meditations as well. How do I want to describe it? You know, in the judgment card in the tarot, it's like that trumpet. It's like judgment, call to action, call to action, call to action. There's going to be over the next, because don't forget, energy is fluid. The next couple of days, there's going to be an evoked response after that spider has, you know, sort of spun its web. There's a response from that. It's the best way I can describe it. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull from, I think I'm going to use the after tarot today, you know, because I want to dig a little bit with this energy. And then I'm going to use the after tarot. This is the after tarot by Pietro Aligo and Corinne Kenner. This is the tarot one moment after. So with your traditional tarot, you've got a snapshot of the energy at the time. This energy is going to be a moment after the initial energy has taken place. To be honest with you, I love the idea of this. And this is the first time we're using these cards on stream, so loving it. Okay. Shout out who sent me these. Let's have a look. Let's see what the energies are here that they want to bring forward. I'm just hearing pop goes the weasel. Let's have a look, right. Wow. 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 That fell into my incense. Something is coming back around to have a second go. We've got the Knight of Cups here. He's drinking from the cup. This is, again, after a call to action has taken place. He's drunk from the cup. 4 of Cups. Something that was previously neglected or wasn't acknowledged is now being acknowledged. There is a full acknowledgement of something that was once secretive or covered or wasn't acknowledged. That there is a full acknowledgement. And we've also got the 6 of Cups. Nostalgia, soulmate, twin flame, reunion of some sort. Something is coming back around again. And I'm also hearing acknowledgement of self. Could also be something within you that maybe you neglected, dismissed, didn't sort of look into, weren't sure of. You're now giving that a second chance because there's something that you've established that you previously hadn't, or you hadn't seen, that you're now observing, and you're ready to take that leap. Okay, so it doesn't have to just be love. Could be a business idea, could be an expansion of a business, could be, I was going to say travel, and then my guides were like, really? Yes, really. Yes. It's also something in you. It's like, I don't know why I want to say this, but it's like someone's got, I don't know if it's like a hidden talent or a hidden gem. There's something here that's someone's going to look at someone's going to actually look into, because it is the time is right. Timing. By the way, if you've seen loads of smoke, it's my incense. I've got a double incense going. Yeah. Timing's right. Timing's right. Five of Swords. Someone is afraid to jump in with both feet. It's like they already know they want to do this, but they're afraid to jump in with both feet because there's a bit of self-sabotage going on here. If you've got something you're trying to begin, like a business or something that you haven't already started yet that you've been putting off, and you said you dismissed it and now you're really thinking it again, someone is almost blocking themselves from doing it because there's a lack of, potentially a lack of self-esteem. They're talking themselves out of this. Someone's talking themselves out of this. They don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to deal with it. There's something about the energy here as well. They don't know. There's a lack of faith in the self. Oh my goodness. And Wheel of Fortune. I'm just hearing the time is ripe. The spider has weaved its web. The work is done. We've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. The Knight of Swords is in the reverse. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's like you're not going to see it coming. You're not going to see it coming. You're not going to see it coming. Something's like, and this sounds like it's really awful news. It's not. It's really good. It feels very good news. It's not like I'll give you an example. It's like an unexpected, something that you put your energy into that you didn't expect would come back to you is coming back. It does, and it's something around the emotions. So it could be something to do with love, can be something to do with like an influx of money or a business thing. It's something that you previously discounted or you weren't sure that was happening. Maybe you even talked yourself out of receiving it, and now it's coming, but it's out of the blue. And what did I say the other day? I said, you're going to have some real weird things and you're going to question it. And then suddenly, bang, there's going to be an upgrade. There's going to be a surprise at the end of it. You're not expecting. This is the surprise. This is the surprise. So it's like, I'll be honest with you. If it's not love, it'll be money. I'll be really honest with you. It could even be both. For some people, it could even be both. It's like there's something about whatever's being released in this moon that is, it was weighing people down. Something was weighing people down to the point where it was blocking certain things. And the fact that it's being released is allowing new energy to come in. And the new energy is, they're just saying profitable energy. Wow. The world. End of cycle. She's got the two batons in her hands and very, very kind of Two of Wands energy here, but she's chosen the one wand. This is a choice. Someone's made a conscious decision. So if you took, because this is not just going to be, if you haven't already come, because this is the thing, there's going to be two energies here. Either you've already gone through this kind of energy and there's still a decision to make, or you're still going to go through this energy and there's still going to be a decision to make. Either way, there's a decision to make. But they're just saying, act with caution. Don't forget Knight of Swords in reverse. Number one, yes, it could be a very quick succession of surprises in good, you know, but it could also be that you've got to make a quick decision when you least expect it, because we've got the Wheel of Fortune here with the Knight of Swords. So it's like, it's almost like if you were to bet on something, not that I, an advocate of gambling, but it's like you just say, well, I will bet you any money I won't get this job. Something changes and you get the job, or it's like you weren't expecting it. You're not expecting this. Something comes back around for a second go and it's not expected. Wow. Yeah, look, 8 of Swords. Someone's in their head. 8 of Swords. Someone's in their head. Is mental entrapment. Someone that's maybe dissuading themselves that they can't do it, or has taught themselves out, saying, oh, this isn't going to happen. But can you see this person's freeing themselves? They've actually cut themselves loose. So obviously the next stage would be the 9 of Swords, which is basically an ending. And then 10 would be completion. But there's something mentally that is being closed out, totally closed out. If you've sat there and gone, oh, I can't do this, or my business idea is not going to work, or this is never going to happen, my skill in this area is not going to evolve. Oh, yes, it will. Because it's like it's telling you that there's some shift of perspective here that has allowed you to kind of see the wood through the trees, that is giving you a newfound freedom. And again, don't forget, if this is not your energy now, wait, because it's on its way. This is the energy we're stepping into. This is what Spirit are trying to give us a heads up about, so we can make sure that we're armed. We're armed. My guys just said armed and dangerous. Yeah, maybe not. Armed and prepared. Yeah. Armed and prepared. Wow. Chariot. Forward movement. This is, again, it's going to allow that flow. If you've been waiting for something to really come to you, or that was sort of, you know, something wasn't progressing, something was being blocked, this is on its way. Chariot is that forward motion. Can you see as well? You've got the 2. This is actually in this deck. It looks like it's not, they're not sphinxes, they're something else. I don't quite know what you would call these. There's a forward motion though. Yeah, look, 5 of Wands in the reverse. Something is being, there's an unblock going on here. Something's being released. And I keep, again, if it's not money, it's love. There's something around this energy that is totally, I'm just seeing something being unraveled, like a ball of string that's being tied up very tightly, that's just slowly being unraveled. And I'm trying to look to see what's in the middle of it, but they're not showing it me. They're saying surprise. So if you're not a fan of surprises, wow, look, 10 of Swords. So remember when I said about how the 9 of Swords is that ending, and obviously 10 being completion. Something is closing out. Something that has been needing to close out is on its way of closing out. Now that's a little dramatic, that message there, but it's 10 of Swords is essentially an ending. In the traditional tarot, you see the 10 swords in someone's back. And obviously the after tarot is something's being carried off. Spirit are removing an obstacle for you. And Spirit are just saying it was well worth it. So whatever's just popped in your head as to what that obstacle is, then that's probably going to be the case. They're saying yes. And again, if something just popped in your head, yes, it's that. The first one. I don't know, someone's still talking themselves out of it. No, the first one. If you're watching this later, this could be you. Right. And we've got the 3, 4, 5, hang on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, look, 9 of Wands. Is that 9 of Wands? 9 of Wands. This is now, again, second 9. We had the 9 of Swords, now we've got the 9 of Wands. An action ending. This is a burden being released, an end of a burden. Something is being dropped. It's going. Now we've got, this is 2 of 10, 2 9s that we've had now. So Swords and Wands. Swords being the thoughts, Wands being the action. Something is being closed out, ready for the new, ready for this new chapter. 7 of Wands, defense. Is people involved? Are people talking you out of whatever this is? Maybe someone sort of got involved with something that you disagreed with, or you know, people, there was more than one person involved, lots of maybe friends, family involved. Oh shit, hang on one sec. That has just flown out and onto my carpet, which we're not going to deal with that. We're not going to deal with fire starting there. Wow, that just flew out of my that's an interesting energy going on at the moment. Right, let's light another incense, because we're making sure that this is. I can't believe that just flew out of the incense holder onto my carpet like a burnt ember. Heck no. Right, okay, one sec. Let me just do a little. One sec. I can't believe that just happened. Right. Okay, so something tells me this card was for me. This is the Seven of Wands. This is a defense. Do you know how ironic is that as well? How ironic. I even hashtagged that fire starter with me putting that video. How weird. And look, Seven of Wands, defense. Interesting. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles here. This is abundance. This is a manifestation, literal manifestation. And again, number 9, Nine of Pentacles. So we've had the Nine of Wands. We've had the Nine of Swords. Now we've got the Nine of Pentacles. That's 3 nines. But this is the physical ending. So we've had a sort of a thought ending. We've had an action ending. We've now got a physical ending. Wow. Someone's trying to weigh up what to do about a situation here. Again, more decisions to be made. Physical. I don't know why I want to say this, but it's something about moving. Someone's trying to decide what to do about moving. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me for the weirdest sneeze ever. Yeah, look, more choices. The Lovers. Someone's going to have to make it. This is also the Twins as well, just FYI. Someone's going to have to make a decision. Can you see in the background? She's wielding the sword of unity. It's like the sword of truth, the sword of clarity. And it looks like he's just given an apple, forbidden fruit, to the feminine. Just going to sit in this energy a bit here because there's more than one message. There's going to be an offer coming through. There's an offer. But I feel like whatever this offer is going to bring, it's going to close out. It's going to be a closure. It's like you're going to have to, it's going to move your energy around to the point where you're probably going to have to sort of, oh my goodness, it's a 9. That's the 9. Look, that's the 9 of Swords. So we had the 8 of Swords. We've got the 9 of Swords now, 10 of Swords, worry, anxiety. It's an offer. An offer's coming in. You might even second guess whether or not it's a good offer or a bad offer, but you're getting an offer in. There's definitely something on its way here. But I feel like you're going to be changing your environment, or you're going to be changing your routine, or there's some changes that are going to be taking place in order for you to accept this offer. And we've got the 3 of Cups. This is celebrations. This is like friends, family celebrations, acknowledgements. This is also, can be drinking as well. And I'm just hearing too good to be true. It's almost like someone thinks that if they accept it, it's too good to be true. Do I say yes to this or not? Is this going to be something that is for me or not? Do I accept or do I not? Wow. Death. This is an ending. It could be that you think, well, if I accept this, then I'm going to have to say no to that. And then how's that going to work? Whatever it is, it's like for the new to come in, the old has to be removed. And I feel like one or both parties, if there's more than one party involved, is going to have to acknowledge that. This is also, can also be third parties, an end of a third party situation. That can also be this as well. A choice being made. Divine union between two counterparts. Wow. 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 So there's a Four of Swords here, which is about a meditation, waiting game, sort of, you know, like contemplation, taking some time out, not knowing what to do. We've also got the Magician here, which is about manifestation, bringing something forward, allowing something to evolve for the benefit of a choice. Maybe, you know, sort of, it can be a little bit of manipulative energy, but usually it's like an evolution of an idea that's being manifested. And then we've got the divine masculine, the Emperor. Something is in the works here, that the masculine is deliberately trying to manifest something. It's like they can't maneuver their way through something, and so they're manifesting it instead. I'm just hearing they're manifesting an ending. So if your person is in a third party, they're manifesting an ending. Just FYI. Ten of Wands. Burdens. Endings. Completion. Finished. Over. Done. This is now what, the second 10? The Ten of Cups is the only 10 we haven't seen yet. The Nine of Cups is the only 9 we haven't seen yet. Yeah, look, Six of Swords in the reverse. So this is someone that has, they're admitting defeat. This is over. Whatever this is, it could be that if this is not a union that someone is trying to manifest, this is going to be an idea that maybe they've got some sort of slight difficulty. It could be that someone's actually trying to manifest that lockdown being lifted up, so that you can kind of move out again, because I feel like that's also happening. Depending on where you are, this is also an ending of a lockdown, an ending of a restriction of some sort, an ending of... I feel like it's not going to be in the UK. I'm not going to... Sorry to disappoint everyone in the UK, but it's not going to be us. I think it's going to be overseas. But I don't feel like it's going to be the UK, guys. I'm so sorry about that, but that's what happens when you vote Boris in. So, okay. Four of Wands in the reverse. Four of Wands. Something about a home. Yeah, look, home in reverse, not home. Someone doesn't want to admit defeat in this situation, whatever. This is also, I'll be honest with you, this is also government, the Emperor. This is also government. Page of Cups in the reverse with Four of Wands in the reverse. Someone is not going to admit responsibility here. Someone is not going to... My guy's gone, someone's not going to give a shit. Okay. Someone is definitely not going to... There's something around a home situation that someone is going to overlook, and it's not going to be registering on someone's... When someone comes to make a decision, they're not going to take that into consideration. That sounds very cryptic, but it's the best way I can explain it, because it's going to be different for everyone. Someone doesn't want to admit defeat. I'm going to be honest with you, that you're going to start hearing about a lot of different countries that are coming out of lockdown. I'm not going to lie, because that's the energy I'm seeing right here. This is money. We've got the Three of Pentacles here. This is about contracts and money. Someone's trying to maneuver themselves into a position so that they can stabilize a money situation. It's like if someone reaches out and offers you a position, check the contract. Why do I keep getting contracts being like rewritten, or could be Akashic contracts, soul contracts? No idea why, but I've just heard the name Philip. Oh no. We're not tapping into that energy because I feel like it's the royal family. And we know what happened last time I did that. The freaking whole feed went dead. I mean, look, I can't complain. I know. I can't complain that they're giving me this information. Really? I know. They always give me. I love how they're all smiling, going, "Yeah, what did you expect?" I'm just pulling a couple more cards to get an idea of what they're trying to show me here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Someone is working on a money project that is going to look like it's a healing opportunity, but it isn't. Someone is working on a project. I'm going to say that again. Someone is Prince Charles is working on a project that's going to look like you're going to hear that this is going to be announced somewhere, like, oh, this is going to be a lovely little health, because we love you so much, guys. We're going to give you this health opportunity that is for the small price of £5 million. You can have this. And bottom of the deck, King of Wands. There's something around a health contract, health. Oh, Lord. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Someone is trying to make money out of and profit out of healing. So I don't know why, but I'm getting Prince Charles vibes, royal family vibes. I'm sure royal family is going to step in, and I'm sure I'm going to get a million sort of comments of hate about how dare I talk about the royal family. But you know, I can't just ignore what they're saying to me, because I don't think that's going to be received very well. I mean, you know what I mean? And we've got the Hierophant and the Sun. So the Hierophant is society. It's basically a structure, a societal order. The Sun is monarchy, is royalty. Just to confirm even more. I'll be really honest with you. I feel like I also want to say we could be hearing about a royal birth very soon to distract us simpletons from what's really going on. Now that sounds very, very bad the way I've said that, but I mean, it's just kind of the way it is. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to pinpoint who it is. But there is a royal birth that's going to be announced to try and distract us. It's going to be the next phase of, it's going to be like, by the way, guys, you're in lockdown for a couple more weeks, but here's some brilliant news. There's a baby. That's what it feels like to me. But it's Prince Charles's idea. And there's a money spinner as well behind it. I thought maybe baby number 4, but yeah, I don't. Do you know what's really weird? Why do I feel like if it is from them, it's not their baby, like a surrogate or something? Because there's something not quite right about that. There's something not quite right about that. Can you see? Look at this. The way this card is showing it. She's holding it outwards. Usually in all the other Queen of Pentacle decks, she's holding it into herself. Why is that queen holding that coin out? Why? because the king isn't. The king isn't holding the coin out. The king's holding it to him. So why suddenly now? I feel like this is a ploy. I feel like they've actually engineered a surrogate to have Kate. I don't know if Kate, maybe Kate can't have kids. I don't know any more kids. But there's something about this that doesn't quite add up. The dates are off, the timing's off. And this is the thing. Let's say it is Kate that is announcing it, which I feel like it probably will be. People are going to they're going to see through it. It's like they're going to be like, there's something not quite right about this whole thing. It's a ploy to distract us, and I feel like they've been talked into it by Prince Charles because obviously we're so stupid, we need distractions to question any truth. That's how I'm getting it. I notice how Luke's gone really quiet. He's probably thinking, oh God, no, please no. Please no more. Oh my goodness. Are you actually joking me? Are you actually joking me? It's a it's a freaking reptile. This got to be a joke. Yeah. Yeah, Luke. I'm on the same wavelength as you. I think I'm on the same wavelength as you. Why does something feel really sus about all this? Another freaking snake. Look, a hermit holding a snake and a wolf. Again, another wolf. So we've now got 2 wolves. No white wolf, just 2 black wolves. So the white wolf has turned more masculine. I mean, first of all, there's a boy coming. That's obvious because Ace of Wands is. I mean, look. Yeah, it's another wolf, but obviously, if we're looking at, I mean, this is obviously a phallic symbol here, but he's holding a snake and a wolf. Luke's comments absolutely crap me up. Luke, I'm thinking the same. I'm actually thinking the same. Oof. What? And then they've... Yeah, but then they wouldn't announce that though, would they? I mean, come off it. I think he's probably had a million affairs. Let's be realistic here. But I'm seeing someone. In fact, we didn't see is it being announced? Yeah, look, 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. This is a balance. This is an equal offer. This is a contract. This is like a contract. Now, yes, it could be someone's shush money to sort of shut someone else up. But I'm seeing Kate here. I'm seeing this as Kate. So why do I feel like she's paying a surrogate to have a kid? And the 6 of Pentacles is that contract money. Oh, goodness. Why am I tapping into all this royal family stuff? Wow. And look, 7 of Swords. Yeah, this is the sneakiness now. Look, 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is typically cheating and sneaky underhand behavior. And we've got the Judgment card, which I mentioned before. A decision is made. A decision is made. This is insane. This is actually insane. It's like, oh my goodness. Am I? Look, we've got bottom of the deck, justice in the reverse. Let me dig here. Let me put the tarot down. Right, let's have a look. Let's move. Let's get the workspace in order. Let me just have a little dig here. I'm not going to use the cards. I want to dig. Okay, Kate's definitely not having a baby. I can see she's not. Someone else is. This is really weird. I feel like I feel like I'm tapping into something I shouldn't be tapping into. And the reason I say that is I've always said to myself, if someone hasn't consented to do a reading, I don't have a right to tap into their energy, because obviously they don't. And I get it. They're in the public eye, and you know, we can look overall, but for me to sit and start tapping into people's energy, even though they're in the public eye, is for me not a good idea, because I feel like I haven't got their permission to do that, and it's kind of I'm stepping over a boundary, and I feel like this is like a little test to see if I'm going to do that, and I'm not prepared to do it because I'm not a complete idiot, you know. Notice how I add complete at the beginning of that. Whatever this is, I'm going to read it from a perspective of the public as opposed to individuals and their energy, because I'm not about to trip myself up in this energy, because I'm not about, because this is the thing, I shouldn't be looking into that on a personal level. Like, I just shouldn't. So let's view it from how the public are going to see this, because that's essentially what I think is probably the best way to do this. I mean, look, there's going to be lies. Okay, we're definitely not going to be told the truth. There is. I'm inclined to agree that there's a child that's going to be announced that isn't Kate's. And I'm going to 10 of Cups. There, I feel like could be a separate family that, oh Lord. Do you know, I've got a feeling like, see, this thing, I can't tap into this because I haven't got their permission. I haven't got their individual permission to do this. I think you're going to hear of a separate family that Prince William has. No divorce. I don't think they're going to get divorced, but I think he's going to shack up with someone else. And it's going to be... see, this is... I mean, look, King of Wands, this is an affair. This is someone having an affair. This is someone having an affair, and he's holding the freaking reptile in his left hand, saying, look at what I've just created. This is about to come out. This will come out. 8 of Wands. This is going to come out. This is going to come out. This is going to come out. Do you know how... I'm going to say this now. All day I've been doing my little healing, and all day they've been going, use the after tarot, use the after, and I'm like, I get you. And they're like, I was getting ready, use the after tarot, and I'm like, yeah, I get you. Literally all day. And they've started doing this to me now, like, get ready. And I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do? There is no coincidence that I'm using this tarot deck. That's what I'm going to say to you. This is going to, the secret I feel is not going to be upheld. I'm sorry, but I don't think the secret is going to be upheld. Not enough money. Strength in the reverse with Ace of Pentacles. There's also a commitment that's going to really come under a lot of strain with this. Wow. Wow. I'm just seeing newspapers. So, do you know, I feel like there's a newspaper that may even know about this already, because I feel like there's a bribe. I feel like, why do I want to say, do you remember when News of the World was around in this country? It's something connected to News of the World, because there's like a newspaper that's has been looking into it. 8 of Cups and 9 of Cups. So we've got a disappointment, someone walking away from something that they wanted. 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups. I feel like someone walked away from a situation, from someone that, again, probably William, because it wasn't, they shouldn't be doing it, and now it's coming back around. Remember the first part of the reading, because that's coming back around too. First part of the reading, I stated something was coming back around. Yeah, it's this. I've got a feeling, let me just double check this. I hate doing these kind of readings because I always feel like I'm imposing on people's like personal lives, and I don't have their, like, do you know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it as general as possible, and I feel really awkward doing this reading right now, I'm not going to lie. There's a separation happening here. We've got the 2 of Cups in the reverse with the 3 of Swords. There's going to be a separation happening. Also, Page of Wands in the reverse. Hanged Man. The Empress. Someone could be leaving someone for someone else, because Empress is a pregnancy. So why am I feeling like someone is going to leave a person for, man, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, this is about to get gnarly, I'm not going to lie. We've got 5, 6, 7 of Wands again. Like defensiveness, but there's gonna be a very defensive energy. But why do I feel like this has been orchestrated just to distract everyone again? It just feels like, what, like, see, this is where I'm getting annoyed, because I want to tap into the energy, but I can't. I'm not allowed to. Oh, I don't want to cross a line. Ace of Cups. Let me try and read it as a public interest, as opposed to people's personal lives, which is ridiculous, because of course it's one and the same thing. But it's only because if someone did this to me when I was in the public eye, I would have literally been fuming. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to respect, you know, people's boundaries. Double bluff. It just feels like it's been set up. This doesn't feel, I'm not seeing love. Like, okay, we've got the Ace of Cups, but that's an offer. That can be an offer, you know? I'm not seeing, like, okay, we got the 10 of Cups, but I'm seeing that as a family unit. And we had the 6 of Cups, but that's a reunion. I'm not seeing, let me keep going with this. Wow. Oh, it's about to go down. Now, if you've got eyes in your head, now again, Tower card, as you can see, there's lightning, there's fire. I had my incense jump out from my incense holder onto the carpet, and luckily I've eyeballed that, because ain't nobody getting a second fire around here, like, you know what I mean? And can you see it looks like a crown. It looks like a crown. Not that my webcam's picking up anything. And look, there's people on the floor and a crown has come off someone's head. Can you see a crown has come off someone's head? Here. Now, it's a crown, but guys, who watched the last prediction I did? Not the last prediction I did, the one before that, the royal prediction I did, when I mentioned about a new royal. I mentioned a new royal. I mentioned a totally brand new royal. Please tell me this is not right. If this is what the information I'm getting through right now is I'm telling you now, I need to double check and triple check this, because this can't be right. Like, why do they tell me this stuff? Can you just go and tell someone else this information now, please? Because this is freaking me out. I don't want to have to be the Wally that digs in and like outs this information, because this is some next level. The images I'm getting right now, I'm actually in the process of checking this information, because there's more to come. Like, if this is right, there's going to be more to come. Like, this is not just about a child, and this is not just about another woman. There is a whole, times this by 1,000, times that card, the Tower card. This is Mars in Aries energy, okay? This is Mars in Aries energy. Now, and it relates back to the video I mentioned, which was, again, where I said there's a brand new royal. Let me just sit in this energy, because I can't believe what I'm about to say. And I'm sorry to sound uber dramatic, but this not a game. Like, this is people's lives, and I'm not going to start, because it's just blown my mind what they've just told me. I'm not about to start randomly reeling off this information without quadruple checking, because this people's lives, and there's like babies involved. And sorry, but, and they keep telling me it's true, but I'm refusing to acknowledge it's true. Let me go to ancestors, one sec. My granddad, I just spoke to my granddad. He just said, be careful what you're saying. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And he says, just say it. Oh, I don't want to say this. Luke, can you say it in the chat? You're going to be picking up this anyway. I don't want to say it. Dude. Luke's spot on. That's exactly what I got. It's done. It's done. The reason why there's a new royal is because there's Princess Diana up in this area. Like, there's going to be a reshuffle of who's next in line. That's all I'm going to say. There's actually going to be a reshuffle who's next in line. There's more. This is big. This is big. I'm going to be real with you. The reason why I really don't want to say this information is because this is some, yeah. Whoever's currently next in line is going to be reshuffled, and there's going to be a new heir on the throne. There's so much more to this information. It builds in with the 2 videos that I've still got to film, that I've been researching over the whole weekend, which is why the last 2 days I've been clearing my energy. Do you know what? I knew this was going to come through because I hadn't filmed that video. Yeah, this about to get switched up now. Timing wise, why are you telling me information? I was hoping I wouldn't get timing, but they're talking about July here. They're talking about July here. The reason they're saying to me to dig is because it is public interest, because there is a total reshuffle happening. Oh my goodness, there's so much more to this, and it is going to involve me. Let me just try and work out how to do this, because if I start going into this information, look, we're in 1 minute, we're at 1 hour 5. There is a whole lot more information that needs to be found out. So what I'm going to do is, I'm sorry to do this to everyone, I'm going to have to just put some videos out ASAP before anything happens. FYI, if I disappear, I'm not dead. I know that sounds really dramatic, but I need to just say that. If I disappear, I know this sounds uber dramatic, but I'm not dead. There's a long reason behind that, but I'm not. I've just gone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to film the video, guys, but needless to say, there is we are undergoing a world takeover where people are being bought out, and our royal family is being bought out, which is why this is happening. And so people have to be, deadwood has to go. Now that sounds brutal the way I said that, but it's real. If you look after the Second World War, what happened with the royal family, it's the same energy. But I'll go into it on the video, guys. I'm apologizing for the lack of information, but there's too much information to kind of go into in the next 3 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm going to post some videos on this. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. All your likes, shares and subscriptions means a lot to me. Luke and Kate, shout out to the moderators today. Massive thanks to you guys. Catch my next live. Can't believe I'm saying that. Catch my next live, usually 8 p.m. British Standard Time. And the video that will be going out, I'm going to try and get one out tonight. My mind's a little bit blown. I have to do a reading now, and then I'm going to put a video out after that. So stay posted, guys. There's more information to come. Take care. Bye.